If it's from, don't know if it's from allergies or what. But we're gonna be doing a little bit of Jahar playing. How y'all doing? Hey, Joe, you. Hey, how y'all doing? How is this wonderful Saturday night? Weather's cooling off. It was pretty warm today, and it's cooling off outside. Nice evening. I'm going a little bit hoarse. I don't know if it's from allergies and pollen or whatnot, but hey, I was playing out a Eugene Saturday. Oh, dude, awesome. Oh, I think I know who you are. Oh yeah, that is so awesome. You can just go out and busk, or just go out and play in public. I like that. Yeah. Plus, this time of the year, up in Oregon, I bet a lot of people are going out. What's the weather like up there? The weather had been really nice here in Kansas for 2 or 3 weeks, and then it's turned into 85, early 90s outside Fahrenheit. So I seen my YouTube views dip down as it got nicer outside, and as soon as it got started getting hot out earlier this week, my views went back. I'm like, ooh, good. People are staying inside watching harp videos instead of going out. Hey, what's up? I just placed my order. Oh, dude, nice. Was that you who just placed one for Phantom, mini Phantom? Nick and his Pablo poking the gym. Oh yeah, I read you, man. Oh, he said it's hot up in Oregon. I thought it was supposed to be nice up in Oregon most of the time. I guess the weather patterns are changing. Sup, Shaggy? How you doing, dude? Oh, okay. You were one of the two. There was one person I didn't recognize that ordered off the Harper. Somebody ordered a mid-range Dan Moy, and then somebody ordered a bass Dan Moy. The website's working pretty sweet. I get notifications on my phone of when somebody orders something, and then when I've got it all packaged up, I can print shipping labels off my computer and scan it right in. I believe it sends an email. So yeah, the website's going pretty good. I just haven't had a ton of time to get all the products. I've got all the Glazern up. I've got a few of the Dan Moy up, but I've got a ton of different harps that I still need to photograph and get up on there. It's nice, he says. A little hot and sometimes humid. Oh yeah, that humidity really adds to the heat. It takes your ability to sweat away. This is an instrument I'm waiting on the Morchung from the site. Oh, which Morchang? You can actually get a hold of me on Facebook or even email me and order a Morchang. I'm down to like 2 or 3 Morchang left. I've got an order of Mohan's building like 30 Morchang. There's going to be some Morchang. Can you give the alpha a play? Actually, just let me go grab it. I was carrying it on me today, so let me go. Hold on a second. The screen's gonna go. There ain't gonna be me for just a moment. I'm gonna go grab my alpha. Somebody wanted me to play the alpha. I have the mini alpha, but yeah, my big alpha's upstairs. Got harps. Got it. The big alpha. I was carrying it on me today. I carry the alpha a lot. See if I can play when I'm out of breath. Did cardio a lot last week. I did a little bit of cardio this week. Not much. Oh, Dr. Putnam, how you doing, dude? Man, I am congested this time of the year. Uncle Frank, Dr. Frank. How are you doing? I just finished running upstairs to go get my alpha and running back. As I was plugging my deal in, I'd already decided to go live. I'm like, I think my alpha's upstairs. Oh, here's a video. Last night I didn't work on the artwork anymore. If you look up top, what is the difference between the small Phantom and small Alpha? Somebody actually ordered the small Phantom. I haven't yet shipped it out, but I'll show you just for a second. If you're asking, small Phantom and a small Alpha, the Phantom and Alpha are, even the full-size Phantom and Alpha are two very different harps. A small Phantom comes like this, and there's a magnetic ball that you put in the trigger that converts it to a deep bass. The small Phantom, where are you hiding? Or the small Alpha, oh, I just missed a comment, looks like it's a smaller version of the Alpha, whereas a small Phantom is like a smaller version of the Phantom. And I would say the term small Phantom and big Phantom is more accurate than small Alpha and big. Holy amigo, and Joanne, how are you doing? Got all sorts of family showing up today. But we'll get back to playing here in a second. But the small Phantom and the big Phantom, they're both basically like smaller and bigger versions of each other. The big and little Alpha, they're two totally different feeling harps. They look about the same, but they got much different feels, much different sounds. And even the small and big Phantom, the smaller Phantom, the reed's a lot more flexible, and then it's a little bit higher, just a little bit. But this is, we're doing the Alpha and the little Alpha. That's the big Alpha, and the little Alpha actually has quite a bit stiffer feeling of a trigger. And all of the ones I played, you got to be pretty precise on them. The gaps are pretty tight, only so much at the end. They're a little bit more melodious. I got to be careful on them because a lot of time I'll bite down too hard on like the little Alpha, especially when I'm playing something really fast before then because I'm using more pressure to hold it. Someday I'll get the little brother. Oh yeah, they're good. They're good harps. I do prefer, out of the big and little Alphas, I prefer the big Alphas. Out of the big and little Phantoms, I prefer the little Phantom, which I got to order some more little Phantoms. Somebody bought the last of the little Phantom that's sitting over there. It's going to be shipped out. I think it's shipping to France. I'm going to be getting some more of the little Phantom because I need one. I think I need a little Phantom for my collection. Do I recommend the small Phantom or the small Alpha for the beginner? I would say the small Phantom. An instrument I've been playing a lot of the past couple days because I unboxed it. Was it Wednesday night? Yeah, I think I unboxed them Wednesday night. The Shipanov, Oleg Shipanov. I've been holding off on ordering Shipanov because Shipanov are a little expensive. I've sold only a couple of them. I kept an F2 for myself. The Shipanov, if you're looking for a melodic style instrument, they're very nice. Like my F2, it feels like a tartar, but I much prefer it to a tartar. Your gaps are quite a bit tighter. And this is one that isn't screaming loud. This is for like melodic style play. Kind of like Babayevs aren't screaming loud, or at least the melodic Babayevs, they're not as screaming loud. This is that Shipanov. I've really been getting down on it the past couple days. Uncle Frank says, I knew you would keep that one. Oh, yeah. It was my favorite out of the bunch. Shipanov, I was talking to him yesterday. He's like, set aside the C2. He wanted me to keep the C2, but somebody had already bought the C2. I guess in his opinion, his C2 was his favorite. Also, there was a D2 that was absolutely spectacular that a friend of mine from Colorado snatched up. I like the pattern. They look rough, but they feel so good. in the hand. It's looks like it's been ball peened. I don't know if that's what it is. I think he might remove just a little bit of metal, but it feels really good in the hand. Really that high level of polish like you get with a Babaev or an Almensionov, where it feels good on the lips. And the triggers, they got a lot of snap to them, but they're not stiff. I had a lesson last night from Mr. Grouden. Mark Grouden is a fantastic musician, awesome jaw harpist. So I'm going to be practicing this next week if I have time, some more melodic style of play. And I'm still not very good at the melodic, but I do enjoy doing it. Does anyone ever get annoyed at you for playing the jaw harp? My brother can't stand it. Especially at the beginning when I was really bad at the harp. If you go to my page and scroll all the way back to the beginning through my videos, through 350 of them, the first couple I posted videos within the first couple weeks of playing. I really wasn't very good. My wife doesn't like me playing around here. Yeah. And I try not to play around my wife if the conditions aren't appropriate. But like if it's like a relaxed setting, I'm not playing something screaming loud. If you don't want to irritate people with your harp playing, don't go playing your loudest harps in a room with somebody because it can disrupt them. Like what I've been playing is like more melodic instruments that aren't as loud, or wooden instruments around my wife while we're sitting there and she's feeding the child or whatever. But yeah, I did irritate a lot of people, and especially when I went on vacation up to Oregon the first time. This was before I met all the harpists and before there was a festival. Been packing the Mohan. Dude, the Mohan are awesome. I haven't played mine for like a week. I didn't actually play much this week till about Wednesday night. But up in Oregon, I irritated so many people with my harp playing because I'm just sitting out hotel rooms and sitting on the street corner just playing the harp. Didn't know what I was doing. I kind of wish I knew exactly where the harp originated. It originated in a lot of places. About every country in the world, I think, has some version of the harp. They date back to wooden form made out of bone, brass, palm frond. I believe the Suzap dates back to about the Stone Age, but they don't find any of these because they break down. They used to make them out of bone and stuff. I'm not very good at the Suzap. What do I need to play here? Oh, I was going to talk about some videos I was watching last night. If you go to Elena Utai's page, don't watch the videos that everybody else watches. Click on her videos and go down to the second to the last one she posted right before the walk-in fire. She played a Kovat Cinco, and she was playing two parts on the jaw harp. It was just her sitting on the couch playing the harp. It was absolutely fantastic playing. Also, Juice Harper posted some really cool videos of people singing and playing the harp. Very cool, traditional, like Russian type thing. What should I play here? I'll play something loud because the baby ain't asleep yet. We went on a little bit earlier tonight. Normally I get on about 10 or a little bit better than that, but I think we was on by 9 o'clock. It was a good day. I'm going to scoot the mic back. Litvinov. I was playing this on the back porch earlier because I wanted something the neighbors could hear. I wanted to light the neighborhood up because Litvinovs are loud. Somebody says, I prefer the earlier live stream. Yes, I would much prefer that as well, but with my life, a lot of the times, I try to go live as my wife's breastfeeding or doing the last feeding of the day or right after that, and that falls at different times, especially if I'm super busy. So I always go on as early as possible. Yeah, I try to get on as early as possible because that makes it for not as late as a night. But when you're doing too many things at once, it's sometimes it's hard to get on early. And what's everybody playing? What's your harps of choice? This week I've been playing the Shipanov. Past couple days I've been packing the Alpha every day. I think I'm going to start saying that, packing it. Dr. Frank said that term earlier. Yeah, packing a harp. Keep it close like a piece. But playing the Litvinov earlier. Been playing the wooden one a bit. And we'll probably move back in. And what I'm doing is I oil my harps. Right after I get done playing, I wipe them off, oil them. That's just a little bit of coconut oil in a baby food jar. I think I'm going to go out because I've been playing my new Magnum. Oh, nice. The Magnum. Yeah, I dig the Magnum. I don't know where mine's at the moment. That's an awesome harp for doing like techno. Oh, there you are. Hello, Magnum. I get somebody says I don't have a choice on the favorite. I only have Pokken. Oh yeah, the new Pokemon. I don't know where Morching. Oh, dude, the Mohan are fantastic. Blackfire, yeah, Blackfires are awesome, especially for doing like breathing patterns, like rhythmic breathing. Sometimes when I'm switching back and forth in between harps, just was playing the Litvinov, which is pretty Glasgow Rainbow, nice. When I'm playing like something really stiff, like a Litvinov, because Litvinov are pretty stiff, especially if you get above G, like once you get into A, B, and C, A2, B2, C3, they get super stiff. You put a lot of pressure, and then you switch to something where you don't have to put any pressure. You get a little bit of clicking because you're putting too much pressure. Because on a harp that's really stiff, you have to put more pressure, or it's gonna chance coming off your teeth. Has Pavel? Yeah, the Pokins were shipped about 3.5 weeks ago. Pokins don't arrive. I don't know if it's the region he's shipping out of, or if it's a shipping option. And I did ask him last time if he can choose a quicker shipping option. Yeah, they were shipped about 3.5 weeks ago. So anytime between the next week to 2 weeks, we should be seeing him in. Haven't seen him hit. I watch my tracking vigilantly every day. Check my tracking on my postage, and they haven't yet hit New York City. But customs has been kind of slow. As of late, I've had my Burtsev and my Adon shipments sitting in customs for like 3 or 4 days. I think they went through the 7th, and now we're sitting on the 11th. But let's keep moving. Let's play. What are you? We're playing loud harp, so. How can you play the jaw harp continuously without resting? You're talking like more than like 30 seconds or more than like 10 minutes? I play a lot. I've got decent cardio. I'm kind of going hoarse. I don't know if I'm coming down with a cold or if I'm just allergies or whatever. But because I'm breathing. I'm holding my breath at certain periods to get my closed notes. I'm also sneaking in breaths. I'm breathing in, breathing out, holding. You can sit there and you can breathe in and breathe out all day. And there I'm actually implementing holds. I'm closing my glottis in between out and in breath. Yeah, you're breathing. You want to, for one, when you're playing, same as if you've ever worked a speed bag, you want to be relaxed. If you've been into boxing, martial arts, working a speed bag, you want to be relaxed. Anything you do, any instrument you play, tension's not going to help you. So first, be relaxed, breathe, relax. Even when I'm moving fast, you need to be relaxed. You see a boxer hitting a speed bag, working that speed bag, he's not tense. That throws you off. That works against you. That wears you out quicker. That throws off your precision. So be relaxed, even if you're working it fast. You still want to be relaxed. So be relaxed. Make sure you're breathing. And earlier on, I really had a problem with like my mouth would fill up with spit. And the more you think about it, the worse it is. If you're playing, especially if you're up on stage, you're like, oh, my mouth's filling up with spit. What do I do? Sometimes you can kind of tip your head back and swallow up. But the best thing to do is just not think about it. Address it when it's a problem. If you do need to stop and you're performing or whatever, go ahead and you need to make it part of your thing. Finish out a part of a phrase and then. Make it seem like that rest was on purpose. You've had that issue too with the spit, or just running out of breath. Or sometimes another thing is when you hold the harp, you should hold it. I mean, there's many different ways to hold the harp, but you should hold it like you hold an ink pen or like you hold a fork. Your hand doesn't get tired. Try not to think about it. Also, don't be eating or drinking things that are flavored because that's going to definitely make you salivate. But also, if your problem is your hand starts hurting, relax. You should be holding the harp like you like. Love your videos. Wish you could watch one. Oh, I can play some quieter videos or turn your sound down. I'm pretty good at handling. Yeah. But going back to handling, we'll just touch on it because there might be somebody out there who doesn't know how to hold the harp. Just like you hold an ink pen or when you're holding a fork or a spoon, or if you use chopstick a lot, your hands really don't get tired because they're in a relaxed state. Pick a good grip for your harp. I modify my grips for all my harps. Sold some sail to somebody a while back. I don't know where my sail's at. My sail case is all dirty because I carried it on me for like 3 weeks at work. And they didn't like the sail. They were trying to hold them like this because they had some bigger harps with longer frames that they could hold like that. Somebody's like, the poking is kind of small, so it's kind of difficult to hold, but I figured out. Yeah, you just kind of got to modify your grip. And everybody's going to have a slightly modified grip depending on your hands because some people have big hands, some people have little hands. Some people are missing fingers. Some people's fingers are shorter than the other. Some people have had bits of fingers lopped off. So you always are going to have to modify them. Yeah, just make it comfy. Yeah. Just like you would a fork or whatever. And they were trying to hold a poking like this because they had big harps before that they could hold like that, or not a poking, but a sail. They're trying to hold like this. I'm like, yeah, just do like a modified grip like you would with an ink pen, and they're very comfortable. Oh yeah, the Clackamore I talked about last weekend. They were going to be out and available. They're not quite available yet. There was a family emergency on the maker the maker and my business partner side. So the Clackamore are going to be put on hold for a little while. But there's a ton of Clackamore that are made. They're adjustable. I just had to adjust mine again today. It gets humid, it gets hot, it gets dry, it gets humid. Very gnarly instrument. I do like them. What else should we play? We need to keep it going. And there goes the front. Those are some cool. Oh yeah, they are. And the Clackamore. You do this every Saturday. I try to. There's gonna be some Saturdays where I won't be doing it. But yeah, somebody said that these are cool. Yeah, this, especially if you're playing with a band or something, because it's purely a percussive instrument. You can play with people in any tuning. And it goes through all the different changes you can make in your mouth shape, like with a harp, other than breath. You can do with it. It doesn't have any sustain because it's purely percussive, but very cool. If you've ever seen Waylon, the maker, the inventor of these, play him, he's absolutely fantastic on them. And the new ones, I didn't so much like the old ones. The new ones are adjustable, so you can adjust them to be more sensitive. You can adjust them to be more fast. You can adjust them to be stiffer. Forward to getting together with some bands and playing the Clackamore because they go with other instruments fantastic. That's right. What else are we playing here? This wooden instrument, the gingong. I still haven't got much play out of my Susap yet, but I haven't devoted a ton of time to it yet. Susap's going to be my white whale of things to play. I've seen somebody from Papua New Guinea in a video lick the string. Don't know what it does, but it seems to help. Makes sense that this string behaves differently because the string is a big part of it. Not only the way you're tapping it, but the way the string seems to, how much slack you give it influences how it vibrates. So if you give it too much slack, it seems to kill it. Yeah, I would. These are old design harps. I do enjoy them, and I've been getting down on some of the not as loud harps as of late, especially somebody said they irritate people with their playing. Well, I've kind of switched over to playing more quiet instruments around people, and especially with my wife with a kid, I'm not lighting a room up at, I don't know what a Litvinov or what an Almenchikov plays at, but they gotta be at 80, 90 decibels. Maybe I'll have to get a decibel meter app on my phone, see if it has one, and test my harps out, see what the decibels are on there. But yeah, some of those harps, like the Litvinov, the Almenchikov, they're loud. Some of the Mascos are really loud too. I played them for people outside before, and they're like, "Wow, that is loud." It's like, yeah, they really are. And Steve can wall that at Japan was telling me on these. You're gonna get some clicking, but the clicking should be part of your sound, part of your song. Too much clicking is a bad thing. Too little clicking is a bad thing as well. So you want that clicking in there is like your percussive. Very gnarly. I can ohm out on one of these very easily. Okay. What should we play? Oh, here's one I was playing on last night, Magoo. Are you going to play that mouth bow sometime? The mouth bow? Bruno, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Mouth bow's over there. I still haven't unpackaged it yet, so maybe I should get it out and cleaned up and play it. Oh, Dr. Groudon. Hello. Now, dude who just commented, if you're looking for melodic lessons, that's actually Mark Groudon's my jaw harp teacher. Hit him up. I think his email, Mark, you might have to comment it down below. I think it was mark@markgroudon.net or .org. Get a hold of him for lessons. He's a fantastic musician. He plays about everything and also plays the jaw harp. Fantastic dude. He said mark@markgroudon.org. He's the dude, and he does video lessons or stuff as well. Fantastic dude to talk to because I am not very musically inclined, and he's trying to rectify my old ways. There it is right there. mark@markgroudon.org without spaces. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm doing like a he 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 he, like middle up down. So Jamie, I got a guy who's gonna try to make a glass harp. Oh, that's very interesting. Make sure that he makes it strong enough that you don't get a chip of glass in your mouth. But that is glass in and of itself. If glass is tempered, it's really strong. I'm interested to see. You'll have to post a video of that. That's really cool. A glass harp. Make sure it's strong enough also that I would reinforce it on the outside to make it thick because you don't want it to snap in somebody's mouth. Whatever glass they make storm windows out of is pretty tough as well, I think. I'm going to play one or two more harps and we'll wrap it up. Gonna just spend the evening with my wife. Since it's kind of early. I don't know what time. Some will never break or quartz. Really, quartz won't break. I guess quartz are probably pretty tough. Let's see. Oh yeah, got some new. I haven't got them up on the website yet. Got some new. The double tongue Dan Moy. That was interesting. They feel like they're made out of stiffer brass too. Pretty beefy at the back. I sold a few Dan Moy to people who were beginners. They were looking for something really cheap to get good sound out of. Because about anybody can play a beginner, or a Dan Moy. I just wouldn't recommend giving Dan Moy to small children because the reeds on them they're pretty stabby. Yeah, somebody asked about the Mohan earlier. I haven't put the Mohan up on the website. I'm down to just a couple left. So some of them they're all loud, but they didn't play as melodically, so I didn't put them up on the website. I've got an order of like 30 or maybe it's 27. I think it's 30 Mohan coming, and some really exciting ones because some of them are going to be mid-range, some of them are going to be bass. So, and I seen a video Mohan's son sent of Mohan, the master Mohan, playing one of his bass Morchang, and he was playing it melodically, open, close, was fantastic. Like, ooh, melodic basses. You don't find many of the melodic basses. What should I play? I think I'll play one or two more harps before I run out of water. Oh yeah, play some Mohan. Which one's my A2? In the past, I've mistakenly been calling A2 A3. I guess your switch over from your numbers happens at C. So yeah, the A that falls above G2 is an A2. Nope, that's not it. Oh yeah, that's nice there. Let's oil this Mohan up. This Mohan's untuned. I got a G and I got an A. We're one untuned and then one A. There I go again. I need good posture when I'm doing melodics. I should have good posture anyways, but I'm kind of hunchy. I think the reason being is you want your throat straight. You don't want your throat curved or compacted. Okay, we're going to play one more harp. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to call it. We went on a little bit earlier. We're going to have a little bit shorter of a live upload. But I love y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope your weekends are awesome. I hope everybody's being safe, working out in the heat, because it's just going to get hotter. Good videos of Mohan. Oh, yeah, you can actually, Bruno makes a good point. You can look up Mohan making a harp. He makes harps the old-fashioned way. And in the next few years, I do want to make it out to India. Bring my wife, my son, Dr. Grouden. Dr. Grouden, he's not a doctor, but I refer to a lot of people as doctors who aren't. Dr. Grouden also like, yeah, go to India. Yeah, so go to India. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know where I'm going with this other than gotta go to India and visit Mohan. That'd be a gnarly time because I've never met him in person. Actually, all these makers I order from, I've never met in person. I've met them through the magic of the internet. What should we play? I want a Niega. Where's my Niega hiding? I'll play 2 of my Niega if I can find them both. Got a D sharp. I say, I'm going to wrap up the video. I'm not going to wrap up the video. I never do. I'll be like, I'm done with this, and then I'm not done with it. That's a Niega in G1 sharp. Niega is one of my favorite makers of the bass and the deep bass. Because his reeds stay balanced. Even if you're moving them fast, normally a harp that's G1 sharp, you're not going to be able to play it fast. But this one, that's about the speed I play a lot of mid-range, D, E, G, stuff like that. And he's really gotten down the art of balancing stiffness and taper and length of reed material. Fantastic maker Niega is. Niega is out of Ukraine, and his name's pronounced Niega, but it looks like Naya. He's one of the ones in the next few years I expect him to start getting super busy, and it's probably going to get harder to get harps from him. Another one is Shipanov. Shipanov, I was very impressed. And some people don't like the Shipanov. I really am impressed with the Shipanov. I expect in the next couple of years for him to go the right of Babayev. Almenchinov as well is fantastic. A lot of these makers, with everybody getting interested in good harps, I expect that a lot of these makers it's going to be harder and harder to get harps from them just because of the volume of people who are seeking them out. If you didn't tune in earlier, the Shipanov are fantastic. Niega's always good. And Niega, they're not like Shipanov is an expensive harp, and I held off for a long time on ordering Shipanov just because of the cost of them. And I almost kept 2 of them. I almost kept a F2 and a D2, but I held off. I'm like, I should just keep the F2. So the D2, which was my other favorite out of the bunch, is going to a good home in Colorado. And yeah, oil up the harps. All right, play a couple more instruments. I said like 5 minutes ago, we're wrapping up the upload. Nah, I ain't wrapping it up. I try. Oh yeah, I've got a whole bunch of Niega sitting over there in a box that I still need to unbox. Probably be unboxing them next week. And also there should be a whole bunch of the traditional Drumba, because they're really super cheap. A dude up in the mountains there in Ukraine. That's what Niega said. He said some dude who lives up in the mountains, you'd have to travel to him to get them. These little harps. They're actually melodious. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them sitting over in a box that I need to unbox. Because they're super cheap. Everybody should have a cheap little melodious harp. Oh yeah, the Niega I've got sitting over there, a mid-range tune going all the way up to I think G2 and A2. Like here's one of Niega's G sharp or D sharps. Very loud. I'm gonna scoot my mic back. I hope the baby's not asleep yet. I'm probably gonna wake him up with this. I don't know. We'll see. And who else do I have? Oh, for next week, if they get out of customs, my stuff's been hung up in customs for several days. I got Burtsev. Everybody's like, oh, you have to get a Homus from Yakusha. So I held off for a while, and then I got the opportunity to buy one from Master Burtsev. So I got one of those coming, and I don't have. He's the one who invented the 3-mount pattern that Almenchinov uses, and he holds multiple patents on the harps and teaches makers harp theory. And I ordered his traditional Yakut Homus. In the future, I'm going to be getting his 3-mount one. Let's see, what should I? We're at 39 minutes. I've rambled for 10 minutes, I guess. How do you spell the homeless maker's name? Burtsev. It is Burtsev. Yep, just like that. Burtsev. And you're probably not going to find any of his harps on any websites. I don't know if I'll ever have any for sale at the Harpery just because he makes such small volumes of them and they're in high demand and they're ridiculously expensive. They are the only thing I've bought that comes as close in prices. I've got Fomenkovs coming as well. Sometimes you'll see Fomenkov on websites, but yeah, Burtsev. It's not economical to sell them because you can't. At the price they're sold at, you really can't mark them up at all. I might be getting a couple more from the future. Sometime, maybe not this year, but maybe next year I'll have one. Put one in the Jaw Harp raffle at the festival. What else should we play? Oh yeah, another maker to look out for. There's so many good makers out there. There's so many awesome makers, and like I'm finding more and more of all the time, and there are more makers taking up making all the time. Makseyevs are awesome. I commissioned 5 more from him 3 or 4 months ago. He's busy, and I think the economic situation in Ukraine isn't always ideal in certain areas, but Makseyevs are good. I was playing this one last night as well. It has melodious qualities as well. I need to get some higher tuned ones. And don't quote me on this, but they might be forged stainless. I'm not sure. Makseyev, he does, and they are beautiful forged instruments. He makes them now with and without the bridge, but the bridge, I like the look of the bridge. And I can hear her by the creaking in the floor. She's putting the baby to bed. We're going to wrap this up. I love y'all. I hope y'all had a great time. I hope you had a great week. I hope you got good, clean, oiled harps and you're playing them. Hopefully some of y'all are out into nature. I was just playing them on my back porch. I need to get out into nature. I need to do at least 1 or 2 videos this summer of going out in the woods, or our Kansas version of the woods. It's not like the woods up in Oregon or the woods up in Canada. Oh, ciao. Get out into nature. Get out, play the harp. Play the harp for somebody. Take a jaw harp lesson. Play the jaw harp. Tell somebody about the harp. Blah, blah, blah. Harp. Somebody says, thank you ever so. Keep on grooving and enjoy everything you can. Oh, I do enjoy everything I can. I became a dad 4 months ago, and I've really been digging that. I've accepted my fate as a parent. I'm now a parent. Anybody who has me on Facebook or Instagram realize I'm posting, like somebody Sydney Bastos from Brazil, one of my friends, posted me, hey Beb dad, because my last name is Beb. I'm like, do people think of me as a dad now? And I was scrolling through my Facebook, and there's post after post after post of my baby. So yeah, I'm a dad now. I'm one of them. I love y'all. Adios. Thanks for tuning in. Keep your harps clean. Keep your harps dry. Keep them oiled. Tell somebody about the harp. Play the harp. Go out into nature. Adios. I love y'all. Adios. Oh, somebody else just joined. I see my number go up. Welcome to the Harpery. Have a great weekend.